Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, we're back on again. This is our second time. I don't know, you guys, we're feeling it. It was reported to me there's a case that's up there in Michigan. You guys, we're going to take a look at it tonight because it just took off, I guess, on Valentine's Day. And so they released the information on the 18th and the 19th. Today is the 19th. So we're jumping right on it as soon as possible. I want to welcome you guys coming back in here. Some of you guys was here for the first live. This is the second live. We got Danielle. We got Tina Powers in the building. She wasn't at the first one. But Miss Dee Dee's in the house, and Woke the God is in the building. She the one to give us this story that's coming out of Michigan. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're not going to stay on here long, but I'm glad that you came on in. Support your girl, because, you know, we're coming back. We're coming back, you guys. And we got Lisa Taylor in the house. We got Shirley Stockdale in the building. And who else? We got Justice in here. She's saying, hi, everyone. Justice Jane, yes, welcome on in. She said, I was listening to the first and laughing. Yeah, it was good, but it was truthful. A lot of people get their feelings hurt and then they come at you and everything. And I'd be like, you know what, Big Back, you go sit down somewhere. You know, we need to express the things that we're learning and we're growing and we're all make mistakes. And all these situations are bad, but you can learn from them. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't look at these situations and get something out of it, then it's on you. Because you're going to go through it. Or somebody by you going to go through it. And maybe you'll have the knowledge to do the right thing. Anyway, we're going to talk about this young lady named Kelly Bryant. Okay? Let me give you a little bit. And I do got a video. And yeah, I went to the store and all that other stuff. But so we're going to get to some of it is coming out of, it's 3 kids that was found living in a band. Well, the mother's name is Kelly Bryant. And she's an African American female. She left the kids from in 2009. Let me get this story right. 3 children was found living alone in absolute squalor in Pontiac, Michigan, a rental home after their mother abandoned them for years. A Michigan woman has been charged with child abuse 5 days after police found her 3 children living alone for years by themselves. Okay? Now, there was 3 teenagers. A Michigan woman accused of leaving her 3 children to live alone for years in a house in trash and feces was charged Wednesday with child abuse 5 days after police opened the door and discovered stomach-turning filth. These 3 kids were entrusted to the care of their mother, and the evidence suggests that she effectively abandoned them in a revolving pit of refuse of not taking care of them. What stands out the most, this is what the lady that is advocating for justice for these kids, I think her name is McDonald or something. McDonald. She says there was no love. No love! No love. There was nobody to care for them. The 34-year-old mother was in custody and waiting for court. She's going to appear Thursday, tomorrow morning. The siblings was a 15-year-old boy and 2 girls aged 12 and 13. They was hiding. They was hiding from the police when they came. They were scared to come out the house. The boy only left the house in the last 4 or 5 years to touch the grass. You guys hear what I'm saying? To touch the grass and to get the mail. Okay? The police was astonished to find anyone in the location because it appeared to be uninhabitable. Okay? The only reason why they got called is because the landlord, evidently he's been getting paid rent, but I guess he didn't get no rent from October to December. So he put, I guess, a letter on the porch that says cease and desist. Basic, I don't know. Telling them to probably get out or whatever and find out what's going on. Something must be going on because they've been getting rent or whatever. And they found these kids in the house. Okay? It says the children was covered with feces and the girls had trouble walking outside the house. She said at the hospital they struggled with, the kids didn't know flushing a toilet. They didn't know how to flush the toilet. The kids didn't know how to brush their teeth because they had not done it in years. So McDonald said the children likely had been alone since 2020. It is now 2025, you guys. Okay? Their communication skills, they would communicate with their mother through text when they needed food. And she was living elsewhere. Okay? In Pontiac, 20 miles, about 30 kilometers north of Detroit. Let me see what else they are saying. It's so much is going on. People are going to jump on this. YouTube is going to jump on this, okay? They're taking donations for clothing and money are pouring in for these 3 children who were basically abandoned. Man, I mean, golly. They've been home alone for 5 years. And one little boy, his father got him, so she actually got 4 kids, okay? Let's look at a little video. I didn't get the really good video, but so you guys can hear what I was looking at. And I said, we got to put this on here. Okay, here we go.
Investigators say their mother had cut them off from the outside world, essentially. Will Jones is following this case tonight. He's live in Pontiac with the very latest. Will.
Ty, it is such a sad story. Police say those kids lived at that house here in Pontiac for years all by themselves. Police say their mother, Kelly Bryant, left them there. Her son only left the house twice in the last several years to check the mailbox. The girls never left the home. Investigators say the mother told the kids not to leave the house.
what stands out the most for me is no love. There was nobody there to care for them for between 3 and 4 years. No parent, nobody physically present to let them know that they were safe and they were loved.
Their years-long nightmare at this home in Pontiac ended last week on Valentine's Day. While conducting a welfare check for missed rent payments, police discovered a 15-year-old boy and his two sisters, ages 12 and 13, living in filth with no parental supervision.
The children were afraid to come out of their hiding places and to speak with the police. Police had to repeatedly advise the children that they were there to help and they were safe. The children's bodies and clothing were covered in feces, and the girls had difficulty physically walking outside of the residence.
Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald says Kelly Bryant moved out of the home several years ago, leaving the kids to basically fend for themselves, only having food dropped off occasionally.
The defendant took the active steps of lying and concealing to make sure the children went undiscovered, and she took these actions knowing that her children would suffer serious physical and emotional harm as a result.
The children shared with investigators about what they experienced and why they did not seek out help.
All 3 children expressed fear about what their mother's response would be if they left the home.
The 3 kids are staying with family right now. Brian does have another child who lives with their father. Brian is scheduled to be in court tomorrow for an arraignment, so we are likely to learn more details then. So many questions remain about this case. We are live in Pontiac. Will Jones, Local 4.
You said it, Will. Just so sad, this whole thing.
Okay. So you guys know that I'm not lying about what's going on here in Pontiac. I'm going to share a little bit more information because we don't have a lot. But also, the mother will send DoorDash there. And sometimes like a loaf of bread to last the kids for 4 to 5 days. Okay? I'm just so happy that none of the kids died. I mean, the girls had a hard time even walking. The father of the children was in jail. They say, okay, so I've got a little bit of report that came here. So yeah, people are donating clothes and they got so much stuff. They found these kids, February the 14th from a landlord at a resident on the 600 block. They're giving a little bit more details. I don't want to put that out there. The landlord said rent had not been paid since October and he was concerned something might have happened. When deputies arrived at the home, they found it in a valid shape. They observed mold in human waste throughout garbage, piled high as 4 feet, and an overflowing toilet. The 3 children was found in the home, a 15-year-old boy, a 13-year-old girl, and a 12-year-old girl. Authorities said the girls had locked themselves in the bathroom but opened the door when asked. Officials believe the children was abandoned between the spring of summer of 2020. The father of the children was in jail during the summer of 2020, and while a consent agreement was executed in 2022 for him to see his kids, the mother allegedly didn't allow any contact between them. Okay, so that's new information. And said the only cleaning products the mother left with the children was trash bags, gloves, and Febreze in the summer of 2020. Okay, the 3 survived on food their mother or a stranger dropped off on the front porch for them weekly. Okay, typically a loaf of bread was left for the children and was expected to last them for several days. Authority says the mom did not leave toilet paper or hygiene products for the children. She allegedly had contact with her son, but had not seen her 2 girls in several years. She said that the woman's son only left the house twice in the 5 years to check the mail and fill the grass. Deputy arrested the 34-year-old woman without incident at a different location. The mother remains in custody and the charging decisions will be announced Wednesday. So today is the charges, and tomorrow she'll be arraigned to see the judge, her first arraignment. The children was taken to an area hospital for evaluation and are currently with relatives. Now, you know what? And that is what I kind of want to talk about for maybe 10, 20 minutes is they left with family members, relatives. Okay, if you ain't seen these kids in 5 years, what kind of relatives are you? You ain't asked, where's Boo Boo the Clown? Where's Tanika? Where's Charlamagne? If your grandma, you ain't asked. If your sister, if you the auntie, you ain't asked. If you the kid's dad was in jail, and I can understand he lost contact. Everybody, but the schools ain't checking to find out why these kids wasn't even in school. Oh my God! All these people be like, no child left behind. Okay, that's bull. That's some lame stuff. No kid left behind. I don't get it. Okay. Let me keep on letting you guys know all the input. The children was taken to an area hospital for evaluation and currently with relatives. Okay. It has received the base from the sheriff's office and will review the evidence collected. Okay. The condition of these children were living in was unspeakable, horrific. Our team is urgently working to process the evidence and make charging decisions. While it is important to move quickly, we must also be thorough and fully understanding what happened in that house and ensure justice is done for these 3 children. So the authorities might have been able to help the 3 children sooner if the school code required more action from school officials to reach out to law enforcement if they notice a student missing for a significant amount of time with no explanation. Okay? If a child doesn't show up to school for a period of time, then it is a trigger to follow up where they have to communicate with, truancy officers, law officers to, like here where we're at, if your kid do not go to school, you're going to have to tell them, well, what are you doing with them? It's not against the law to pull your kids out of school and want to teach them at home, but you're going to have to teach them. You can't just pull them out, and you can teach them whatever you want to teach them, but you're going to have to show that you're teaching them something, and you're not just raising hooligans up, and then now the world has to deal with them. You have to show them some kind of curriculum, whether it's ABCs or you want to do the ABCs backwards and go, CBA. You still going to have to show them that you're teaching them something. You have them on a routine that maybe you're wanting to teach them just survival things like how to cook and how to clean, but you're still going to have to prove to them that you... Uh-oh. I don't know what that's going on. Hold on. No, he's eating. Well, you didn't. You just now getting home, Papa? Okay. Yeah. And really heartbreaking to hear what happened to those kids. Now, no, if there's something we could do, we should do it. And, I'm getting so sick and tired of after the fact. Once again, where are these family members? I think the person that was dropping off the food should be arrested also. They said that there might be some more arrests coming because somebody else knew that these kids was there. But, the mother was using Instacart and DoorDash and things like that. But, the thing that is sad, Woke to God came up and said, hey, let's address this really quick and get it on out there, just in case, there's going to be more people. And you guys, we were just talking about how adults are doing stuff. Are they putting something in the water in Michigan that is making the women crazy? Girl, and it's just not really a Michigan thing. It really not. But Michigan is getting hit hard because people are now looking, where's these kids at? What's going on? They're opening up little bitty cans and finding big old worms in them, going, oh my God, how did we drop this ball? It's an elephant in the room. That's what I'm saying. Just the common, normal things in life. And we're looking like, are you serious? And people are not responding to the common things in life. I was just telling you guys this. I asked somebody to, being a nurse, I'm asking somebody to pass water. And they broke out and started crying. And I was thinking to myself, how? You're in the nursing field. Why would you think it's not? And it's like the person wanted to argue with me, and then they were like, I don't want to argue with you. We're not going to argue. You're sitting there arguing with yourself, trying to tell me it's okay to not give people water. And I'm not understanding that. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly in dismay to even talk to my boss, because she gonna be like, well, hey, thank you, Sugar Mama. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna give you a super shout out. I know you want that twerking chicken up in there. So let's see that twerking chicken coming on out.
Golden Nuggets.
SP News Nuggets. And you guys, we're gonna have a lovely time. And if we don't, oh well. Here we go.
I'm known to throw shade.
Now saying Robinson died as the result of a spinal injury.
Well, they told us it was alcohol poison.
Go and terrorize black and brown communities.
Tell me the truth. I won't even get mad. I won't get mad.
Are you sure you ain't gonna get mad?
I'm not gonna get mad. Just tell me if you slept with her, yes, I won't
Are
get
you
mad.
sure you ain't gonna get
I
mad?
won't get mad.
Alright, well, I slept with her.
Come on.
Oh yeah, that twerking chicken gets it every time. Thank you, Sugar Mama, for the super chat. You're keeping us going. Thank you, Sugar Mama. And then, so I'm reading the text messages here. Passion B says, something doesn't add up. How was the bills paid? Section 8 and no home inspection? Just asking. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, Passion. This is just breaking news. I'm telling you, it just came in there. She said, come on now, and yes. And then we got Woke to God saying there was Naziah. Then last week there was this mother who was living in a car with 5 kids. Her mother and sister and 2 kids froze to death. And now this. Y'all, we got to do better. I mean, you know what I believe? I believe that this internet stuff done took a hold of everybody. And, you remember people were getting ran over by cars because they wasn't even watching where they were going. They were always on their phone, on their tablets, on their computer. And they're just so amazed that, we got all this information now. Like, I'm feeding into the... Yeah, you get more information, but you're getting dumber by the day. You're running into walls. You're not watching where you're going. And you're not watching your kids. And you're watching TV. That's why, I walk away from that TV. Because I was addicted to TV so bad that, You know, I would just lay there and knowing I got dishes to wash, or I got clothes to wash, or I got to cook for the kids. And then I get mad because, you know, I feel overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, I'm telling you, it's just a part of it. Miss Dee says, Miss Tina says, no CPS worker. Yeah. Well, I don't think when you're getting a check for kids or something, I don't think they come and check, you know. But why was these kids wasn't going to the doctor, the hospital, or nothing? But they heard biological kids, you know. If nobody asked no questions, why would you think there's a fire? If you don't see smoke, kids wasn't going outside. Kids wasn't answering the door. You know, all they see is food dropped off. They may think it's an elderly person living there, you know, and it's nobody's business. They never seen the kids outside playing or anything. Miss Dee said, if it was Section 8, wouldn't the money be coming from the state? True. True. But a lot of the, when you have like Section 8, a lot of the stuff don't go directly to the person. It can go directly to the landlord. But if the mother was paying the rent, why would there be a problem? You guys see what I'm saying? Babies with benefits, yeah? The benefits are the babies. That's the women with the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. I wanted you guys, when Woke the God shared this with me, I looked at it. Well, I went to the store and I came back and she was like, SP, you got to look at it. You got to look at it. And, you know, and I was looking for my keys and I was trying to use the bathroom and the dog need to be fed and the clothes need to be hung up and stuff. And I'm, you know, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is horrible. This is downright horrible that, you guys, these women are not listening to their mothers and not wanting to be like their mothers, but they want that fast life. You know, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all once, I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell you again, you know, wearing those leggings and getting on YouTube, showing your butt, telling your kids it's okay, they can wear what they want to wear, and then you're not paying attention to them, and then you want to be, you know, you got a little body on you, and then you're getting that Zempic pill and the Zempic shot and all this other stuff. Let the kids be the kids, and you be the grown-ups and tell them no. And you ask your daughters, you know what? I be like, my kids call me, and I'll talk to them for a while. If I don't hear my grandchild in the background or something, you know, sooner or later I'm going to say, how's such and such doing? How's such and such doing? Oh, they doing okay. Oh, let them call you now. Because I want to hear their voice. Yeah. You guys, you got to take it into consideration what I'm telling you. Not everybody thinks like you and I think. And I'm not saying that you guys are bad mothers and parents. But you're going to have to look around you. Just like I'm telling you, this girl at work, she got some issues. And I'm not going to get all in her business, but I guarantee you, you know, she got some issues. And if she got issues like what she got at work, she's sitting there, don't want to pass water, you know. And she's like, my mother, she was in the nursing home. And da-da-da-da-da. So she think they owe her something. Well, why would you put your mother in the nursing home and you a CNA? That's crazy to me. I mean, shoot, take care of her yourself. Why would you not? Hey, this is SP.
Smith, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Sugar Mama?
I'm doing good. Letting you hear my cranky old voice. I've been calling you with this day, but your phone wasn't working. I've been calling you. When I saw you was on Monday, I said, let me call again. It's from day one when it came out. And this is so sad. Filthy, filthy. They've been dropping food on the doorstep for these kids and everything. Straight when it dropped, I called you, your phone wasn't working. And this is so sad. There's more to it because it's for years.
Yes.
This shit has been going on for years.
Yeah.
And somebody knows something.
Yeah.
It's not something that just happened. It's been going on for years, but it's one of the neighbors that called. Something wasn't right. And she said, let her make a welfare check. These kids has been there for years.
Yeah.
And the mama need more than her ass smoke. But you know what? The school never, these kids will not go to school, no doctor's appointments, they're filthy, their hair, shower, don't know when last they took us. This shit has been going on for years.
Yeah.
How was the condo being paid? Somebody was getting money.
Yeah, somebody was getting that money.
Yeah.
And they was just leaving them loaf of bread. I mean, I'm pretty sure she left for more than just a loaf of bread here and there, but
yes.
But still, you know, no kind of love. No, you know you need love. You need somebody to look at you. You need that socialization to live, to survive.
Yeah. And I think they took the kids somewhere and I have the clip after listening. They took the kids somewhere and the father or somebody identified them and yes. And these kids were so filthy. Their hair didn't know when was the last time that should. That's not something that's 1 month, 2 months, you know.
Yeah, they said that the hair was matted and they couldn't even hardly walk.
And all that couldn't even walk.
And the boy only went outside 2 times to get the mail one time and to touch the grass.
And they were just staying in the house watching TV. The light bill had to be paid. Come on now. Not 1 month or 2 months or 1 year. This shit been going on for years.
So they had electricity and they had water. They had water and the rent was paid.
Yeah. How was the bill being paid?
Yeah.
That's all they were doing in the house. Just staying in the house and watching TV. And you know where they were sleeping? On pizza boxes.
Pizza boxes.
Yeah. When whoever dropped the food by the house and stuff like that, they'll take the box with the pizza, and that's where they were sleeping, on pizza boxes.
And I think that other lady, wasn't she somewhere up there in Michigan or somewhere up there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody knows something.
All these women are doing that stuff to their kids, and it ain't 1 kid, 2 kids. They just get up and just leave and don't even come back home.
Yeah. I mean, how was the rent being paid?
Yeah, the rent was being paid. They said the rent was paid until October, and then he didn't get October, November, December, and that's when he called the authorities to see if something was going on.
And I'm like, what the hell?
And you see the outside of the house looks nice.
Might have the little yellow stuff on the window.
Yeah. The outside of the house looked nice. You wouldn't even imagine something like that was going on.
It's a condo. It's a neighborhood where everybody mind the business.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you live next door or across the street or something,
somebody knows something.
You know, you would be like, dang, I don't never see nobody come. Yeah. I do see food there coming every now and then, you know, but
there's more to it. They just used to drop the food by the step.
She put them kids in danger. What if the house would have caught on fire, or somebody would have broke in?
This shit don't make no. I mean, that house is filthy. The kids filthy. Their nails so long they couldn't even walk. I feel sorry for these kids.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
Just in the house. They don't.
But you know what? How come the school never reported that the kids not coming to school?
I don't know. I don't know. It don't even make sense.
It does not make sense. kids were not going to school. You know, they never made a report on where the kids are and stuff like that. It's the neighbor that made the welfare check. Yeah. Let me get up and check your phone. Your phone wasn't working properly. I'm like, I should not pick it up. It's been years.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me get my before it's back in the chat. Sorry, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Sugar Mama.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. So she said, so I'm going to read some comments here real quick, you guys. No school, no doctor visits. It's a neighborhood where everybody mind their own business in a condo neighborhood. That's what Sugar Mama said. She says, and Tina says, if you don't want kids, keep your cookies closed. Okay. Tina's mad. You have to give your clients or your patients water. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, people are not making any sense. Their toenails were overgrown. Yeah, I read that, Miss Dee Dee. Yeah. I mean, they was like inches. I mean, you know, hey, you know. And I'm pretty sure there was dirt underneath them and stuff. Awoke the guy says possibly a government program was paying the utilities. Okay, the girls was sleeping on pizza boxes. Okay, they didn't have a working tub and toilet. Tina said red flags, red flags, red flags. Nobody see them. You know, everybody be like, oh, SP, you know, everybody's not like you. You know, everybody grieve differently. Everybody not like you. We're different. We are different. Yes, ma'am. You can say that again. Shoot. We are different. Oh, Lord. I had to get undressed for that. What gets me is the landlord never checked on their property. Hey, Sanjay, we're talking about this young lady left these 3 kids at home by themselves for 5 years. A 15-year-old, a 13, a 12-year-old. And then one of the boys is home with his father. And then I guess the landlord says, we was reading it. I am going to share this clip with you guys again. If you didn't see it, you're going to see it. And then we're going to.
Investigators say their mother had cut them off from the outside world, essentially. Will Jones is following this case tonight. He's live in Pontiac with the very latest. Will.
Ty, it is such a sad story. Police say those kids lived at that house here in Pontiac for years all by themselves. Police say their mother, Kelly Bryan, left them there. Her son only left the house twice in the last several years to check the mailbox. The girls never left the home. Investigators say the mother told the kids not to leave the house.
What stands out the most for me is no love. There was nobody there to care for them for between 3 and 4 years. No parent, nobody physically present to let them know that they were safe and they were loved.
Their years-long nightmare at this home in Pontiac ended last week on Valentine's Day. While conducting a welfare check for missed rent payments, police discovered a 15-year-old boy and his 2 sisters, ages 12 and 13, living in filth with no parental supervision.
The children were afraid to come out of their hiding places and to speak with the police. Police had to repeatedly advise the children that they were there to help and they were safe. The children's bodies and clothing were covered in feces, and the girls had difficulty physically walking outside of the residence.
Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald says Kelly Bryan moved out of the home several years ago, leaving the kids to basically fend for themselves, only having food dropped off occasionally.
The defendant took the active steps of lying and concealing to make sure the children went undiscovered, and she took these actions knowing that her children would suffer serious physical and emotional harm as a result.
The children shared with investigators about what they experienced and why they did not seek out help.
All 3 children expressed fear about what their mother's response would be if they left the home.
The 3 kids are staying with family right now. Brian does have another child who lives with their father. Brian is scheduled to be in court tomorrow for an arraignment, so we are likely to learn more details then. So many questions remain about this case. We are live in Pontiac. Will Jones, Local 4.
You said it, Will. Just so sad, this whole thing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my. So I'm looking at the latest thing that they said, and I'm looking at these pictures. You guys, I wish I could just get the pictures and just show you the, you know it's going to be filthy and dirty because they're kids and they have nowhere to put the trash, and they had no no order, like, I mean, when she left them, they were like 10. The oldest was 10 because he's 15, so the oldest was 10. And then you got 10 and 8. You got a 10 and 8-year-old defending for themselves for 5 years. And I guess they thinking sooner or later mama's going to come or something. Somebody's going to help. But, so they had survival tactics a little bit. They had a little bit. I mean, I just couldn't imagine somebody leaving. I mean, a 10-year-old. I always thought, okay, I left home when I was 14. And you know what? I had to learn how to cook, clean, wash, go to work, go to school. I knew one thing. I wasn't going to stop going to school, and I had to clean myself up. And, so nobody would know that I didn't live with a mom and I didn't live with a dad. And, I was out on my own. So, I just stayed to myself and, and that's being 14. So just imagine, well, a 10-year-old, nobody to tell you to brush your teeth, wash your, go take a bath, nobody to hug, talk to you and tell you to go to bed or whatever, and mom just left and never came back. So they're just thinking, oh, she probably told him, you better not leave that house. I got somebody watching you. You better not go out that house and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I got you some food. The bills are paid. I'll be right back, or I'm coming, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know what was going on with the mother. I'm pretty sure they're going to look at everything that she did in her life for the last 5 years. She probably went on breaks. She got a boyfriend. They probably got a whole family over there taking care of his kids and and her kids, and he probably didn't even know she even had kids, and then she getting that check and getting her hair done. You seen she had a lace front. I don't know if y'all seen she had a lace front. Let me show you. This girl got a lace front. She got a lace front. Where's the picture at? I ain't got a picture of her. Let me see. She got a lace front. I want a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let me see. I got her picture right here. We can get it. We can pull that picture up of this lace front. Let's see. And I'm got to tell you guys, that is not a cheap lace front she got on. Did you guys see it? It's not, I mean, she didn't put it on that well. I mean, you can see the little glue on the side, but that's not cheap. That wig that she got on, that is an expensive wig, and it looks like it, and it ain't synthetic either. Ha! She said she looks slow. They did. Well, it wasn't a working toilet, but they had running water because they said the toilet was overflowing when they went in there. I'm just telling y'all, she didn't have a cheap lace front on. So that tell me that woman been taking that money and getting her nails done and looking good and probably got a BBL. And she said, there, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all just think y'all know something. Yeah. One of them smart talking girls. I'm telling you, you know what? Y'all thought last year was the year of revealing. This year, guess what? I promise you, these women, these no good, lacking, slacking, so-called mothers are going to be put on Front Street this year. 2025, I guarantee you're going to hear so much bad mother parenting this year. It is going to be overwhelming. It is going to be overwhelming. It's going to be like before you can turn the page, it's going to be over here. It's going to be over there. It's going to be, and the one story is going to be worser than the other. People are like, what do you mean worser? There's no such word as worser. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I promise you, you'll use that word yourself. We'll see. You'll be like, oh my God, I didn't think it could get worse. Huh. Anyway, you guys, Miss Zan wanted to share that with you guys. And so we came back on. But I'll see you guys later. We'll talk tomorrow. All right? Why so many BWs killing and neglecting kids? It's every day. You know what, Stacy? I have no clue. I guess, you know, they're not happy with who they are because the world done told them that they're nothing and they're worthless. That they want to prove that they're not, and when they had kids, they feel like they can't have the life that they have. And normally, when you have kids, the father normally is. Probably you thought he was a good person if it's an African American guy, and then he shows his tail, and then now you still got the kids. And you know, nobody wants to be stuck with kids, trying to raise kids by themselves. Instead of trying to hand the kids to some, you know, they feel like a bad parent, so they hide the kids, get the check, and you know, what is the mother's name? The mother's name is Kelly Bryant. Let me show you the picture again, and you can look at her, and her name is right there on the bottom, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Kelly Marie Bryant. Kelly Marie Bryant. Horrible. All right, you guys. It's nice that you guys came in. I'm finna get off of here. I'm going to chat with you guys tomorrow. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right?
Bye.